I've got a video on Facebook right now that's doing pretty darn good. And I'm hoping it's going to be my first video to ever make it to 1 million views. But as I'm looking through the comment section, I'm starting to realize things. One of the big things that were in the comment section is, oh, Gypsy looks so great in that dress. Her hair looks so cute. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about, female psychopaths and their looks. And then the second part is the hypocrisy of it all. There's so many people in the comments saying, don't bully Gypsy. Stop bullying Gypsy. Don't bully Gypsy. Stop bullying Gypsy. She went through enough. And then they proceed to talk shit about my looks in the comment section like, huh? First of all, we're adults. I don't usually use the word bullying when I'm referencing adults. That's me personally. I know a lot of people may not agree, but that's me. Female psychopaths use their looks to disarm you. And her having a small stature like she has definitely helps with that. Let's take this picture, for instance. You see her in the crown and the red wig and the wheelchair. Mind you, she's an adult here. And you think to yourself, oh, Gypsy would never be capable of doing anything like what she have done and still continues to do. No, it disarms you. And she's still practicing that today. And I want to explain the psychology behind this. And then at some point after this video, I need to make a video about the teeth because there's so many of you, particularly on Facebook. A lot of y'all on TikTok know what's up. But on Facebook, y'all keep pushing this teeth narrative. Dee Dee did not cause Gypsy's teeth to be extracted. They were rotted out of her head, and we have the medical documents to prove that. We're going to start with what the Google search brought up, and then I have an article from Psychology Today. There is a method to my madness, and I think I've made a video about this before, but it's time to do it again. Female psychopaths utilize their physical appearance and size to weaponize societal stereotypes because smaller women are often instinctively perceived as harmless, vulnerable, or nurturing. These individuals consciously adopt the damsel in distress or innocent, ingenuine persona to disarm potential targets, deflect blame, and avoid suspicion. How the innocent persona is constructed. Gypsy has been working on constructing this persona her entire life. Hence the wheelchair that she admitted to lying to her mother about the ability to walk. It's on video. I've read through this a bazillion times, and I swear almost every single point applies to Gypsy Rose. And maybe even people you know in your real life. Playing the victim. Ding, 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 ding. Smaller female psychopaths frequently leverage their perceived physical vulnerability to play the victim. If confronted or caught in a lie, they may use their stature to make any aggressive responses from others look disproportionate or bullying. Sorry, you guys, I don't mean to yell, but I'm very passionate about this. Who are the nurturers? The mothers, right? You see the mothers with the children and they are perceived as the nurturers, but there are plenty of female psychopaths that were mothers, plenty. Weaponizing nurturing stereotypes. Society naturally associates smaller women with warmth and care. These individuals often mimic these societal expectations, acting overly dependent or eager to please, which masks their underlying callousness and lack of empathy and emotion and normal human behaviors. De-escalating suspicion. A petite frame naturally lowers people's guards. She's teeny tiny. When engaged in manipulative or exploitive behaviors, such as relational aggression, gossip, or fraud, the contrast between their harmless appearance and their actions creates massive cognitive dissonance in victims. Say that 5 times fast. In some cases, they may dress in non-conforming, muted, or plain styles, such as wearing less makeup to project an aura of effortless authenticity or to distance themselves from dramatic stereotypes. Beige mom Gypsy, beige mom era, plain makeup, no color. Are you catching on yet? This is what I find to be most interesting about all of this, is being able to watch a female psychopath in real time prance around social media that actually committed murder and is free and loose on the internet. That is what sucks me into this. This video is actually going a lot longer than I anticipated. I may have to save the Psychology Today article for the next one. Underlying psychological tactics, covert grandiosity. While male psychopaths may display their narcissism outwardly, women with psychopathy tend to operate much more covertly. They're sneakier. They may praise someone to their face while feeling deeply superior, allowing their harmless exterior to shield their grandiosity. Yeah. Relational aggression, because they rely on charm and deceit rather than overt physical intimidation. These women typically inflict damage through emotional or social manipulation, such as turning friends and family against the target. I'm the target. We're the target. Anybody that speaks out against her is a target. The haters that we're called. Right. This is a huge one. Impression management. They are consummate observers of human behavior. They analyze how society views different archetypes and consciously mirror the traits that will best serve their immediate short-term goals. Via social media for Gypsy, via social media. What is Gypsy's short-term goal right now? This podcast. This podcast is what sparked the Christian era beige mom Gypsy. This post alone is sitting beige. And to be honest, if you don't really look for this, you're going to miss it. And I feel like she did that on purpose with this post. So Gypsy puts, or ChatGPT, I don't know, we'll see. Podcast update. I wanted to share a little update with you all. My producers and I have been making steady progress as we continue working to find the right home for my podcast. I know this process has taken longer than expected, but we are very intentional about making sure this project feels meaningful, thoughtful, and truly enjoyable for everyone listening. Thank you for being patient with me as everything continues to come together. I'm excited to share more when the time is right. And then she puts a microphone at the bottom. Yeah, this podcast is never going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be an absolute flop. And I'm going to speak that into existence. This little update about her podcast was not meant for her supporters or her viewers. This is meant for the quote unquote haters like myself, because she knows we're going to make a video about it. And this is exactly why I feel like Gypsy spreads her wings like a phoenix in the negativity. She thrives on the negativity. That's also what is probably getting her paid at the end of the day. And yeah, I will admit my comment section got a little out of control on this Facebook post that I'm referring to. But I want people to speak their minds freely in my comment section. I want to hear from the people. And at the same time, I want to respectfully educate the ones that are spreading lies for someone they've never even met. I've done the work. Have you? This article on Psychology Today, I swear they have written this with Gypsy in mind. You cannot ignore the similarities. Female psychopaths seek to destroy and command all attention. Destroy by false reporting creators and whatnot. Oh, but no, that was just copyright, right? You guys, yeah, whatever. Like trying to silence content creators, deleting comments, trying to silence anybody that doesn't agree with her narrative, false reporting them, trying to take their accounts down. Listen to this. Many female psychopaths seek to destroy others however they can. A female psychopath may undermine your self-esteem using innuendo or bully you and turn friends and family against you by poisoning your reputation behind your back. There is no end to what she might do to shatter your life. Many female psychopaths are pathological liars who are more cunning and manipulative than male psychopaths. Hence, probably Nicholas Godejohn. The female psychopath desires to be the center of attention and demands center stage. Listen closely to her style of speech, how she also manages to play the victim. She may shed crocodile tears to play on your sympathy. And the next moment, her tears can transform into raucous laughter. There's no cool down period, okay? Her personality turns on and off like a neon light. The psychopathic woman is often known for histrionics. An award-winning performance can be convincing enough to persuade her audience to believe her side of the story, even after hearing your side first. She may resort to whatever means necessary to get what she wants and will use any tool possible, including flirting with your partner or otherwise co-opting through seduction. In the end, a female psychopath is often loyal to no one. She may believe she is entitled to everything while it pleases her to give you nothing. She might gloat over your misfortune, and while she is gloating, you may even notice a smirk on her face. After all, why should you have more than her? I'm glad they talk about that smirk. Gloating over misfortune, like kind of how Gypsy called Audacious Audrey a bad mom. That's gloating. At her core, the female psychopath may not like herself, but it rarely helps to feel sorry for her. No matter what you do for her, no matter what you give, she will remain ungrateful. She is likely extremely envious and desires to obtain everything that she wants. And she believes she was cheated out of life's bounty and is up to her to even the score. Wow. Beware. If she offers you gossip as confidential information, she is telling others the same stories, many of which might be half-truths or even full-blown lies. She may be highly adept at sidling up to people. She will size you up in a moment while you are still trying to figure her out. And I know some of you may think I'm giving Gypsy Rose Blanchard too much credit, but I'm really not. She's very smart. Don't let her fool you. The most devastating and destructive of her psychopathic traits may be her incapacity to love anyone, even her own child. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that is a psychopathic trait for the incapacity of love. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. This intrinsic incapacity spells doom for any relationship. Here is a couple other female psychopaths that use their small stature and the fact that they were females to disarm their victims. We got Nani Das, only 5 feet tall, the giggling granny. I did a live on her once, and yeah, she was a serial K-word who poisoned 11 of her family members. I think her main motivation was money. And then Jane Topin, Jolly Jane, a small stature nurse. Topin used a friendly, bubbly demeanor to earn the trust of her patients and colleagues. In reality, she was a serial K-word who confessed to poisoning at least 31 people under her care